Hello, 5th graders. Today we're going to go over how to use parentheses in equations and how to multiply decimals in the hundredths place and how to add fractions with different denominators and how to evaluate algebraic expressions. So for the first one, we'll be using parentheses and we'll be doing number 1 together. And it says work out the answers to these complex calculations. Number 1, 3 plus parentheses, 4 times 5 parentheses. So if you guys remember the PEMDAS rule, over here I wrote it out for us. You'll see that P on the way top means parentheses. So we'll have to do the operations inside the parentheses first before doing any other operations. So 4 times 5 is 20. So you'll write it out over here. And then we'll do addition, which is 20 plus 3, which is 23. And that's it. And you can just write your answers over here on these boxes. Number 2, multiplying decimals. And it says find the product and round to the nearest hundredth. We'll be doing number 2 together. Number 2 says 3.56 times 3.52. And to solve this, we will be writing them horizontally, one on top of another like this, with the decimals aligned together. And so to start this problem off, we're gonna use the bottom numbers and multiply it to each of the numbers on the top like this, from left to right. So we're gonna go from 2, then 3, then 5. I did it over here like this. So we're gonna multiply ones to each of the number on top. 2, 3, and then 5 like this. And let's see, 6 times 2 is 12. So we see that 12 is a 2-digit number, right? But we could only have 1 digit per column. So we will place the 2, the ones place on the bottom over here, and the tens place on the top over here. So we'll have 1 over here and 2 on the bottom like this. Next, we're going to do 5 times 2, which is 10, plus 1, which is 11. So we'll place 1 on top of here and 1 down here, and we'll cross this out. Next, we're going to do 2 times 3, which is 6, plus 1, which is 7. So 7 up here. Next, we're going to do with the 3, right? And when for this one, something different is that when you're placing the numbers down, we're going to start from the tens over here, since 3 is in the tens place. So 3 times 6 is 18. We'll place 1 over here and 8 down here. And then we're going to do 5 times 3, 15, plus 1, 16. So place 1 over here and 6 down here. And then we're going to do 3 times 3, 9, plus 1, which is 10. And you just write it like this, since it's the last one in the row. Next, we're going to do 5, and we're going to start from here again, because 5 is over here. 5 times 6 is 30. So we'll place 3 up here, and place a 0 down here again. And then we're going to do 5 times 5, 25 plus 3, which is 28. And we're just going to do this all over again. 5 times 3, 15 plus 2, which is 17. And now we got this part done. And the next part is pretty easy. We're just going to be adding these together. So over here we see 2 plus 0, which is 2. And then 8 plus 1, which is 9. And then 7 plus 6, which is 13. And then 8 plus 1, which is 9. And 7 plus 1 is 8. And just 1 over here. And the last step, since we're multiplying decimals, we have to place the decimal down. And something when we're multiplying decimals is different when you're adding decimals. So look at the first number over here. We see that the decimal is placed 2 away from the end, right? So here, let me write it out in a different color. Let's use green. So from here, we see that we're placing a 1 and 2 away. So let's write the number 2 over here. And then over here, and then let's look at the second number. And we see that the decimal is placed 2 away again. And we'll write the 2 over here. So when you're placing the decimal for the final answer, we're going to add these two numbers up. 2 plus 2, which is 4. And we're going to place it 4 away. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to place the decimal right here, between the 8 and the 9. So you should get 18.9392. And wait, we're not done. The instructions say that we have to round to the nearest hundreds. So let's count it. This is the tens, this is the hundreds, and we round. Since 9 is greater than 5, it's 5 or up, we'll be rounding up. So we get 18.94. And this should be your answer to number 2. Make sure that when you're writing the other answers down, you have to round to the nearest hundred since that's what the instructions want. So make sure to read the directions every time you solve the problem. And next section we're going to go over is how to add fractions, and we're going to do number 4. And over here the instructions say add the fractions. Okay, we just add them. So number 4, it says 1/4 plus 2/7. I wrote it out over here. And to add fractions, you should have the same denominator. But over here, we see that we have 2 different denominators, 4 and 7. So to get the same denominator, we have to do the LCD of both of them. So least common denominators, what it stands for. So we have to find the common multiples of 4, which is 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, and then we have 7, which is 7, 14, 21, 28. Oh, and look over here, we found a least common denominator, 28 and 28. So that will be your least common denominator, 28 plus 28. So just write it out like this, it's much easier. And so to find the numerator of these values, we're going to be doing it this way. So to get 4 to 28, we multiply by 7, right? So we have to do the same for the numerator. We'll be multiplying the numerator by times 7 again. So what's 1 times 7? It's 7. So we're going to be doing the same one for the second value. So to get 7 to 28, we multiply by 4. So we had to multiply 2 by 4 to get the numerator for the second fraction, which is 8. And now since we have the same denominator, we're just going to add across. And 8 plus 7 is 15. So we're going to write 15 as the numerator and just 28 as the denominator. And there's your answer, 15 over 28 for number 4. Next, and the last section, we're going to be doing algebraic expressions. It's pretty easy. We're going to do number 2 and number 7 together. It says evaluate each question for the given value of the variable. So number 2, we see that we get 4a over 2, and it says a equals 3. So we're just plugging in values. So if we know that a is 3, then we'll be doing 4 times 3, since a is 3, over 2. And we just do 12 over 2, and then we get 6. So we're just substituting 3 for a, like this. And we're going to do the same for number 7. 4x plus 3, and we know that x equals 5, so we're basically just plugging in 5 for x like this. And then 5 times 4, 20, plus 3, which is 23. And those are your answers for 2 and 7, and the rest are the same as well. And that's it for today.